Hey, what up? Lazy here as always. In this episode, we're back on Forza Horizon 5, and it's been a while, so we're here with a subscriber requested drift build with the Honda Prelude SI, and this should be pretty interesting. So let's jump in and get this build started. Okay, so for this build, we have several engine option swaps that we could go with, but honestly, I want to leave the stock engine in it. It is front wheel drive, so I'm going to convert it to rear wheel drive. Yep, right there. And I'm going to single turbo it. Alright, jumping into the body for the front aero. I'm not going to touch that at all. But for the wing, the stock one looks alright, but I prefer it without it. It looks so much cleaner. Alright, jumping into here, I'm definitely going to leave it on the stock tire compound. For the front width, I'm going to go up to a 215. And for the rear, I'm going to max it out at a 225. For the sizes though, I'm going to bring it up to a 17 in the rear and in the front. For the rims, I'm going to go with something different. I don't think I've ever used these yet. So, they're in here. We just need to find them. Where are they? There they are. The Oz Racing Aspen HLTs. They look awesome on this. Alright, and now we'll bring the track width all the way out in the front and in the rear. Alright, so now that that's done, we can jump into the drivetrain. We've already got an upgraded clutch and an upgraded transmission. However, I'm going to chuck in a race drive shaft and a drift diff. Yep, right there. Alright, jumping into here, we'll definitely need a brake upgrade. Right there. And drift suspension. Also, how good does this color look? The rim accents just set it off. We'll max out the sway bars in the front and in the rear. Definitely no cage, and we'll chuck the weight reduction on now. 2374. Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, as for the engine, I'm just gonna go all out on it and chuck everything in that I can. In the end, we're gonna be running 567 horsepower and 465 foot-pounds. Hopefully that might be alright, but with the horsepower and torque, we might not get the numbers in the drift zone that we really want. So once we put the flywheel on, yeah, 567, 465 at 2409. Yeah, I can make that work hopefully. Awesome, so there is the build done. The paint is also done. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. All that awesome stuff. It's much appreciated. Cheers. Now, let's drop in a tune. Okay, so for the tune, I'm going to leave the front tire pressure alone. However, I'm going to bring the rear up to the front at 32 psi. For the gearing, for the final drive, I'm going to bring this down to a 3.0. The rest should be alright, but I'm going to bump third up to a 175 and fourth to a 135. We might be a little bit on limiter, but that's good. I don't mind at all. Cool. So for the alignment, I'm going with 3.5 negative camber in the front and 2.5 negative camber in the rear, with 0.2 toe out in the rear. All the rest of the suspension should be good, even though it's set up as a front wheel drive, essentially. For the braking, I'm going to go 3140 as usual. If you want to download the tune, share codes at the bottom of the screen. As for the diff, it's already locked. I'm just going to take the 10% out of the D cell. Awesome, so there's the tune done. Now let's see how this thing goes down the drift zone. Awesome, so there we go, 1.1 mil isn't too bad, but you can definitely tell this still has the characteristics of a front wheel drive car. It just feels like the front end is pulling you through the corners more than it does the rear end, essentially. I don't know, it's really hard to describe until you try it yourself. But that's it for the video for today. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.